We live.
Bop, bop.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Sunday, man.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
A little bit after 5, but
Oh, it's all good. We here though.
yeah, we here.
We here, hey.
Man, I'm telling you. Wow.
Okay.
If you only knew what we have gone through.
Yeah, to get to this point.
Get to this point.
Amen.
But the thing about it is, we here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in DJ mode.
We live.
Yeah. It'll be so hard though, I do kinda wanna let it play for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Never before y'all youngsters time.
Yeah, y'all don't know nothing
My
about
posse
that.
on Broadway.
Yeah.
All the dope boys and gangsters back in the 80s and 90s used to play this riding up and down 3rd Avenue.
It was the beat.
Yeah, this was it right here. This how you test your sound system.
Oh, okay.
You know, when everybody was getting, the boom in the car.
Right.
You put this on right here.
That's
Either that or the LL Cool J.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, DJ.
Anthony Ray.
Anthony Ray, who is that? You know him?
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, dang, that's his name.
That's his name,
okay.
man.
Shout out to Anthony Ray,
Anthony
aka Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay.
Prima Minister.
He a minister now?
Nah, that was just his rap name.
Oh yeah, dang, man, you did some research on him.
Yeah, I did.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
I got a shirt on, man.
Represent all the time. I like that too, bro.
Old school, man.
I like that.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. He was a good dude, man.
He was a good dude.
I mean, he's still alive, talking like he did, but
Yeah, he's still alive, man.
Yeah, he was a good rapper, man. Yeah. Happy Sunday to all y'all,
Happy
man.
Sunday to you, man.
Sorry for the delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes when you gotta wait on greatness. That's what I like to say.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes life just be lifing, you know.
Yeah. And you just gotta adapt.
You just gotta adapt and overcome.
Yeah, but we here.
Yeah, we here, man. It's the real spill.
Yeah.
Episode 51.
Yeah. It's supposed to be grown babies. I couldn't put all that on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but grown baby. I got grown baby.
Just grown baby.
Yeah, I got grown baby.
Yeah.
I got the on there on.
On
We ready?
there.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hope y'all feeling good out there.
Here's an idea.
What that?
I probably said this is housekeeping stuff.
Yeah.
Since we know it's the real spill, just put whatever the episode is.
Just don't even put real
Don't put
spill on
real
there.
spill on there. Because
Yeah.
it's on the wall.
You know what? You are smart, man. That is a good idea. I will do that next time. I like that. You see, that's why you here, man. That's why you here.
So just in case you can't get everything on there.
You're right.
Yeah, hey, man.
I guess I just wanted,
Yeah.
because we do got it here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah.
And we're going to tell you that this is the Real Spill podcast.
Yeah. I'm one of two. Your favorite Rand Cole still.
And I am Tally Man.
Yes, sir. And this is the Real Spill.
The old guy. The OG, the old guy.
Oh no, you fine, man. You fine, player. You know what I'm saying? You doing good, man. You doing good for yourself. You're an inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as you keep going, that motivate others to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, you motivate me, bro.
Yeah. And vice versa, you know.
Oh no, thank you, player. I try.
You help keep me young, man.
Yeah, because I'm old too.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, so.
Yeah, but I like that though, man. We work on improving each other.
That's what this podcast is all about.
It is, man.
Yeah, improving each other, man,
helping people, get better.
Helping us get better.
Yeah.
Working on our character so we'll change how we do things.
True that.
Because it comes out of our character.
That is correct.
And I learned this today. Well, I didn't learn it. But reputation is what other people say about you. Character is who you are.
Woo, man, I like that.
Yeah.
Reputation is what people say about you.
People say about you.
But your character is who you are.
That's who you are.
I like that, boss.
Yeah.
I like that, man. So it's who you see in the mirror every day. Not what people say about you, but what you say about yourself. Yeah, what you think about yourself.
And what you'll do in certain situations.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Character will tell that.
Yeah, because I tell people all the time, man, you know what I'm saying? One thing about character, what is it? You're supposed to do the same thing you would do in the dark that you would do in the light.
That's it. You know.
If you're doing two different things, then your character is flawed.
Yeah, it is. You
got to work on that. So if you're ashamed to do something in the dark,
in the light,
in the light, you're right, that you won't do in the dark. You might need to evaluate that.
So you really need to self-evaluate.
Yeah. And that's part of what the episode about today with grown babies.
Grown babies.
Yeah. And
man, I want to just ask you, how did you come up with this title, man? How did you come up with this concept of talking about
grown
babies.
Dealing with people in life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People I have relationships with. People that might be family members, friends, and most importantly, co-workers.
Okay.
And you
just
meet
life issues. People that you deal with every day.
Just day-to-day people. And you meet these people, man, and you just kind of looking at them like, really? Like, as old as you are, you would think that you would know better. You think you would do better.
Right.
But then I had to take a step back and sometimes be like, you know what? Just because somebody is a certain age doesn't mean they on a certain level of maturity. Yeah. So it's kind of like your age really only tells you how many times you've been around the sun.
Exactly. It's just
a number that
counts your times around the sun.
Right. But it's your mindset that really determines whether you're an adult or not, to me.
Yes.
So I just want to have
and that could be immaturity can be at any age.
Yeah. You got kids that are mature for their age. You looking like, well, he's 10 years old, but he understand the concept of finances. He understand the concept of responsibility.
Right.
Yeah, he dictates.
Accountability,
Exactly. He carries himself and conducts himself in a certain manner. And you like, dang, he only 10 years old? He act like a grown man. And so that's what I'm saying. It's a mindset.
And sometimes they'll say that's an old soul.
Yeah, there you go. He done been here before.
That boy done been here before. That's an old soul.
He know what he doing. He done that before. So
Yeah. But and a lot of times, that maturity level is by who has they been around and who been teaching them.
A lot of times, I do believe though. Sometimes some people really are born with a certain level of awareness, intelligence, and the people around them can mold them, but they really have it in them.
It's already
instilled in them.
Instilled in them, but it can be molded, like you just said. Right. It can be developed.
It can. And then like you said, they can improve on what they already got in them.
That. But all of us, I would say, has some level of maturity.
Yeah, it could be a low level though. It could definitely be a low level.
It could be a minute level of it.
Yeah, but it's you might not have nothing but an ounce of it. But yeah, you're right. Some people, and it's just life, man. Like I said, unless you got some type of mental disability, I feel like common sense gonna kick in. You're gonna have some level of understanding. You may not have all the understanding of a certain subject, but you do understand to some degree how things work, how things play out, or how things supposed to operate. So that's why I be telling people sometimes, man, they be like, oh, well, they ain't number 25 or they ain't number 30, they still young. I'm like, okay, but they at an age where it's like they should have a basic concept or basic understanding of how things work. This ain't no excuse anymore. Like you too old for that, man. So I digress. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. Grown baby.
So grown babies.
Yes, sir.
And so I guess in parentheses we talking about immaturity.
Basically, what I consider a grown baby is an adult or a person, let me say this, who looks like an adult, who's in an adult body, but like you said, mentally they're immature.
Okay.
Like I said, just don't have any type of accountability about them.
Okay.
Lack responsibility.
Okay.
No self-awareness. Don't care for anybody else or their space or what I mean. Just kind of like they living in their own little world, and they don't really care about anything except how it affects them.
Them.
Right. And then they act out. They have these moments where, okay, I can't have my way, so can't nobody have their way. Or they get in those spaces where it's like, oh, it's all about me. I don't worry about the next person coming up behind me. I'm just gonna get what I'm supposed to get, and if you don't get it, that's your fault.
That's on your fault,
right? But let the shoe be put on the other foot, or the roles are reversed, and they got an attitude
about it. Yeah.
Why you ain't saying me this, or why you ain't do that for me?
Right.
But you don't do that for others.
Right.
So it's just we gonna talk about that, man. These adults walking around, but they really children. Right. They really just giant babies. At the end of the day, they don't have any, like I said, maturity level to them, and they just don't care. They selfish, inconsiderate, brats. That's what I like to call them. They just a bunch of big brats.
So, did you come up with a definition for immaturity?
No, I didn't look up that. You got it? You did?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Share it with everybody.
I did.
Yeah.
Having or showing an emotional or intellectual development appropriate to someone younger.
Say that one more time.
Okay, having or showing an emotional or intellectual development appropriate to someone younger. Someone's older, but you acting like a child.
Right.
And that might not be a great definition. Not fully developed.
I like that. Yeah, mentally though.
Mentally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
Yeah, spiritually, yeah.
Yeah, physically, yeah. Not fully developed.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. I like that.
And sometimes, we can be physically developed,
right,
but not emotionally, mentally, and spiritually developed.
Exactly.
What you just said, grown babies
just walking around, looking like they grown, but then they not grown, not carrying themselves like that
because they're immature.
Exactly.
So that's what we're talking about today. You're watching the Real Spill podcast. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
Hit the share button.
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
The Real Spill is on the air.
Yes, sir.
Tally Man.
And your favorite ring, Cold
Steel, man. Yes, we're going to get into this thing talking about grown babies.
Yeah, they do it, play.
Grown babies. Hey, so what are some signs of a grown baby or immaturity?
Like I said, an example, man, to me is like, just being selfish. And what I mean by being selfish, you always should put yourself first to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. But when you stepping on other people's toes, or when you inconsiderate of other people's space or belongings or whatever, it's kind of like you just basically like it's all about me. And like I said, you don't care if anybody else get theirs or not.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a sign. Another sign is, like I said, lack of responsibility, or better yet, accountability.
Yeah.
You know you out here doing wrong. You know you carrying yourself a certain way, and then when somebody call you out on it, you don't want to face up to it. Yeah. Instead, you make excuses and say, "Oh, it's everybody else's fault."
Man,
that I act like this. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. You've been in my notes, man.
Oh, my bad, man. I'm
sorry. No, it's all good.
I did look over there for a second. I got that lazy eye. Yeah.
But it's almost as if, a lot of times, when you're talking about children, they social skills, developing social skills,
right?
How to get along with others,
right?
And how to conduct yourselves in certain situations,
right?
Everything. This might be a bad example or a gross example, but and this is me,
right?
Grown-ups, you're in a situation and a person has to belch.
No, yeah.
And they just do it,
Don't kill. Yeah, loud. Yeah, I feel.
Almost, and you're in a setting where it's.
Yeah, the restaurant is quiet and.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And everything, and they just said, "Ooh, what's in you got to come out of you." And everything. Instead of excusing yourself, go do what you got to do. And
wait, but so you mean when you got a burp, you should walk away from the table?
Well, what I'm saying, maybe just putting your hand over your mouth or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just do it,
just let it
like
out.
A child.
Yeah.
Like,
and don't even say excuse me. They keep right back in.
Even if they do, they say, what's wrong with that? I had to belch.
Right. That actually happened to me. Not the burping part, but passing gas. Can I say fart? Is that a bad word?
I mean,
well, we just
passing gas
fart. Yeah, but that happened in the movie theater before, man. Long story short, we was in the movie theater. The movie theater quiet because you're trying to pay attention to the movie. Man, so this dude, he was a dad. He had his kids and his wife in there.
Yeah.
And literally lifted his leg up, dog, in front of us, man, and just farted, man. And I say when it was so loud, and then it was in like a quiet part of the movie too. Wasn't nobody talking on the screen. There wasn't any dialogue. And he just lifted up and just cut loose, man. So of course, me being silly, I'm laughing at him. He gonna look back at me like he want to fight.
Yeah.
So then the kids were like, "Ooh, mama, daddy, stay." Man, I was dying in there. But my point is, like you said though, he didn't even he ain't think nothing wrong with it. And then he told her wife, she was like, "Really?" He's like, "What you want me to do? You want me to hold it?" He's like, "I must have killed myself trying to hold it." I was like, "Dang, dog."
But that's a good question though, because and it's not being stereotypic, but do men sometimes think that because they are considered to be, I'm finna get in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's okay.
They are considered to be the leaders.
Yeah.
That no matter what they do, should be okay. Or in that instance that you just talked about, was he showing immaturity?
I don't think it got nothing to do with him being a man. What I do think it was, like you said, he's immature. And he felt that because this is a natural function and everybody does it, that he felt like I could just do it in public and nobody should say anything to me about it. And like you said, that's not having awareness, that's not being considerate of others. Because you know it's going to probably have an odor to it, man.
Yeah.
And then the sound of it, it's
like... Yeah, that loud.
Yeah. And then you lift your leg up.
Like a dog.
Yeah, to let it out.
Wow.
It ain't like you just like, okay, I'm going to try my best to contain it. You literally lean to the side and cut loose. And like I said, man, everybody heard it, dog. And so my whole thing is like, yeah, you in that moment were just thinking about yourself. I got gas.
Yeah.
It probably was boiling. I feel you. He probably ate some nachos or something before the movie.
Yeah, that Mexican food will do it.
Yeah, he'll do that, man. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to eat before the movie.
It's good though, man. But yeah.
But yeah, he like, man, I gotta fall. I gotta gas or whatever. Yeah. And he just did it and didn't care about who smelt it or not.
Yeah, it just
and thank God we was a little upwards. Yeah. So
they were blowing downwind.
Yeah, downwind. Yeah. But them babies caught it though.
Oh,
baby. Yeah, they were sick.
Baby said, "Daddy stink."
Yeah, that was funny, bro. She like, "Mama, Daddy stink." Yeah. Man, I was dying up there. I'm silly too, bro. So I was cracking up. And then he like, "Man, what y'all laughing?" I'm laughing at you.
We laughing at you.
Yeah. I like, don't get your head busting and move there. Yeah. So anyway,
but that's a sign of immaturity. I think that's immaturity.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. And that's how people conduct themselves. They only think about what they want to do in that moment, and they don't care how it affects anybody. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I know this might get me cut because there's certain people I work with that do this.
Okay.
Shout out to my coworkers. I love all of y'all before I say this.
Yeah, and then shout out to we're gonna holler you out today, Miss Alberta Killings,
aka church member,
aka Miss Burt,
through a wonderful retirement party.
she did.
Only way she could do it. She the only person that could do it like that.
It's the only way that retirement party could have gone.
Yeah, she showed up. She showed up. The West Side was in the building last night, bro.
Building last night.
Yeah, big time, bro.
We had a great time celebrating.
Yeah.
I think it was
34 years. 34 years, man.
Postal service.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Alberta Killings, man. Enjoy your retirement.
Yeah. We miss you, church man.
It is a transition.
Yeah,
I know you're gonna get used to it. So.
Oh, it look like she already good. Yeah, based on last night.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't know you could twerk like that too. Oh, I didn't mean put a bean there. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You know what you did last night.
What happened at the party? Stay at the party.
And that's right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Chairman.
Yeah.
All right, but what I was gonna say?
I'm gonna say this. I ain't never seen a church mother that was in her 40s, cause she was church mother when she was like in her 40s. But that just goes to show the youth for the church, man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
for the church, man. But yeah, she church mother, man.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
He is the church mother. Yeah. And she got a little older than that. But immaturity.
Right.
Here, I came up with some signs of immaturity.
Right.
And it's basically, what you were just saying.
Right.
Quick emotional reactions. React before you think.
Yeah, exactly.
Speak before you think.
Right.
Some people will say, well, whatever come up gonna come out.
Right.
But did you put any thought to it?
Exactly.
And like you just said, even with that action that he took, did he think about how that was gonna affect everybody?
No, he didn't care.
He just didn't care.
He just thinking about I gotta let this out.
Yeah.
That's all he thought about in that moment.
Impulse control or non-control of your impulses.
I agree with that.
Yeah, just because you got an impulse to do something
don't mean you should do it.
Don't mean you should do it.
Just like you just said, people who had that mindset talking about, oh, what's up here gonna come out.
Right.
It don't have to come out.
It doesn't have to come out.
Yeah.
That's where wisdom comes in.
There you go.
And so one of the signs of immaturity is a lack of wisdom.
Yeah.
Lack of wisdom. And I was thinking about, a lot of times, you in your first phases of adulthood, you're in your 20s, and everything, and you moved out, you're on your own and everything. You got a job,
right?
You're working and everything,
right?
But you remember when you used to go. I did this in the military,
right?
Because the military is a training ground, also.
Yeah.
I knew that in the military, that I had somewhere to sleep,
right?
I had something to eat, and I had a roof over my head.
Amen.
And I had clothes
on your back.
because they had uniforms.
Right.
So they had work uniforms, they had dress up uniforms and everything.
Casual uniform.
And you was on the base. And a lot of times in those situations, if you're not mature enough, you go spend all of your money because you say, I got the basic essentials of life.
And I got all these extra income because I don't have to spend it on that.
I don't have to spend it on that.
Right, I like that. I see where you're going with it.
So a lot of times, we looking grown.
Yeah.
But we still we growing from boy to men,
right, girls to
lady.
women,
yeah, we growing in that. So impulse, we don't have any control over our impulses.
Right.
A lot of times, everybody got toys, but their toys are different, girls and boys and everything, But you need to pay the light bill,
right?
But you're gonna go and spend this on this outfit that you're gonna wear just that one time, because you can't wear it the second time because somebody gonna say, well, she had that on at the last party, so you can't do that. So
and that's a whole nother episode right there by itself.
Men,
dudes do it too.
Dudes, I want to go and get this new PS5 or whatever.
Yeah, or J's. I want to buy this watch.
I want to buy whatever it is,
Yeah.
But you need to pay your bills.
Right. And then you like, oh, well, I'll just get it later. I'll pay for it next go round.
I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'll double down on the next go.
Yeah, which you never do.
Yeah.
So impulse. You need to be the center of attention.
Yeah, that definitely is a form of it. Yeah,
immaturity.
Yeah, definitely a form of it.
No matter the situation, you got to be the center of attention.
Yeah, but see that's what I want to talk about because one of my things I was gonna say was spoiled adults.
Okay.
I think they fall up under spoiled adults.
I think that does too.
Yeah.
Lack of accountability.
Man, that's the biggest one right there.
And we can add to that responsibility.
Right, hand in hand.
Yeah, those two go together. That's left and right.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
But those are the things that are signed. And immaturity, and I'm gonna let you get into that question that you want to ask. Immaturity will lead to abuse.
Yeah.
Neglect.
Right.
And an insecure attachment.
Insecure attachment.
They only need you when they need you.
And that'd be a form of insecure attachment.
Yeah.
Okay.
They become the victim when they need you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but any other time
they ain't thinking twice about you.
They ain't thinking twice about you. But when they need you, then they become the victim.
And then if you don't show up, you can show up for them 99 times, but that 100
you don't
times.
Show up that one time,
you ain't worth nothing to them.
You ain't worth nothing. I thought you cared about me and everything. Yeah. Or you give them.
You acting funny, you know what I'm saying? This,
yeah. Or you give them some. You give them something, not what they want.
Yeah.
But you give them sound advice.
Right.
You try to shake them out of it. Now you don't care nothing about them and everything.
Exactly.
Right. So exactly. So and we know that immaturity. We talked about it earlier. It can be physical immaturity.
Right.
They just still want to be a child.
Right.
Emotional immaturity. Can't take correction.
Right.
Oh man, you see that a lot on the job and everything.
Yeah.
Man. That you want to go against authority.
Oh, whew. Well, I've seen that too many times where I work.
Yeah.
See it every day, really, every day.
Yeah. You want to go against authority. And as if you don't need the job.
Yeah, that man, you on fire right now, bro.
Yeah, but you need the job, really.
Yeah. But don't have respect for the job.
Don't have respect for the job. Or want to talk about the people who do have respect for the job.
Right. Yeah, you want to insult them and say, "Oh, y'all stupid," or "Y'all some monkeys," or y'all some. Well, we like to refer to ourselves simps. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all just fold every time they ask you to do something, or I wouldn't do that. You crazy for doing that.
Right. But it's in the job description.
Yeah, and you work with me. We in the same job, like I said, same environment, and you taking shots at me. Right. Because I'm doing my job the way we supposed to be doing it, but because you comfortable not doing your job, something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me, though. But yeah, I feel what you're saying, though. And then them type of people right there, man, that aggravate me. I ain't mean cut you off, but it's just like,
you good.
How you gonna take shots at me? Because I made a decision as an adult. Yeah, that's fine. You don't agree with it, but now you comfortable insulting me because my mindset is not what yours is. But you know, if I had the same mindset you had, nothing would get done.
Nothing would get done.
Because you know the reason you can do what you do is because I step in and fill in the gaps. But yet you're going to sit here and insult me, and I'm really helping you overall. Because if I shut down, and then this man shut down, and everybody shut down.
If everybody act like you're acting.
Right. Nothing would get done, which means you don't eat. You don't get paid.
You don't get paid.
No job security. So
you don't have a job.
Yeah, people don't think like that, man. Yes. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Exactly,
I'm
man.
sorry,
so
man.
that's it in a nutshell, man.
Right.
Emotional immaturity, physical immaturity,
right.
Spiritual immaturity, a lack of awareness,
right,
apathy toward everything. Just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, apathy.
Because I didn't know what that meant, but I was gonna play it out. I was gonna play it out. I figured you were gonna bring it full circle.
Yeah. In that lack of awareness, having apathy, how it affects not only how it affects everything, but also how it affects others.
Right.
You might just say anything. You know this person has a deficiency in something.
Right.
And you just point that out. And I think in this generation, they call it clowning somebody.
Yeah, making fun of them. You talking about
making fun.
Because you see they got a deficiency. You said.
Deficiency.
Okay.
Something, but and because unfortunately the media wants to paint all of us as perfect.
Okay, I'm listening. Bring it on home.
But we're not.
No, we're not. But we're supposed to be, though.
But the media wants to paint us as perfect.
Right.
The media wants to paint you as, you the perfect size.
Uh-huh.
You have the perfect intelligence.
Right.
The perfect maturity. You always does everything. They paint that picture, and everything of, that everything is just great. Everything is all right. Everything is wonderful. But it's not.
I'm gonna jump in on that one.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying, but I feel the media does the opposite. What I do feel the media does is create a crutch, and they create this environment that we're not perfect, and it's okay for you to do certain things. When I feel like, in other words, I put it like this: social media allows people not to have accountability. In other words, they will create excuses for you, saying, "Well, the reason you snapped on them because your mama died." And that's okay because your mama died.
I got you.
And because your mama died, you got the right to just cut up and
do whatever you want to do.
As if nobody else's mama has ever passed before.
Right.
Or it'll give you this sense of security that, nothing wrong with you, something wrong with everybody else.
Right.
But you the only one.
You the only one
that keeps getting into these constant incidents.
Yeah. You always the victim.
Instances or whatever. That's it, right? Instances. Both of them. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Right. So you the common denominator in all these these issues.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute.
Like no matter where you go.
Right.
No matter where you are. There's always a conflict.
There's a conflict.
And you like, oh, they crazy. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with these people.
And you always the victim.
Right. And you always them attacking you.
Yeah.
You never attacking them.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what social media does. It'll sit there and say, hey, you ain't crazy. They crazy. They should understand that you want to do dope and come to work high and put everybody in your job at risk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay for you to come in here and cheat on your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your wife or your husband because everybody else doing it.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You're just doing what everybody else do. Yeah. And then everybody like, you know what, they right. Social media right. Yeah, I almost say they say social media right, but they looking at all the posts and they going down their timeline. They like, oh, it's millions of people think just like me. So ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good what I'm doing, and I can keep doing it. Right. And then you create this toxic environment, or you create this toxic persona for yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And now you rubbing everybody wrong, where you clashing with everybody. But yet in your mind, I don't see I'm doing anything wrong because according to what I see on social media,
it's okay.
Or if you got somebody else toxic in your life, because toxic people do run together. They'll sit there and feed into you and say, "Man, bro, it's them, dog. I mean, man, I do it, so ain't nothing wrong with you."
Right.
And they like, you know what, I appreciate you saying that, player. So now I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, knowing that what you're doing is causing a negative reaction in your life.
Yeah.
But you're not mature enough to realize that, instead of you saying, I need to change my ways, I need to be more aware of how I act towards people and how I conduct myself, you'll just like smother yourself in that behavior and say, yo, it's fine.
Yeah, or ignore it.
Yeah, like it ain't no problem.
So that's a sign of immaturity when there's a problem and you just thinking they're gonna go away.
Or my favorite one is, I shouldn't have to change. You should adapt to me. So in other words, I love when people. I'm being sarcastic. I love when people tell me, "Well, this is just how I am." So you got to get used to it, or you should just accept it.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gotta accept it. Yeah, and I'm not gonna accept it if I feel like it's gonna affect me in a negative manner.
Yeah.
So no, ma'am.
Or they make excuses for not doing the right thing, and say, "Well, I just missed the mark," and it's the same thing you just said. Yeah. Just accept this. I missed the mark. Okay, I get it right the next time.
Right.
I missed the mark. Instead of being accountable for that.
Right.
And here's my last one about immaturity. And how it affects ineffective communication.
You saying they don't know how to communicate, talk to people?
They talking, but it's ineffective communication. And it could be, shouting, or it could be, aggressive. It could I think to make the person that they're trying to talk to minimize themselves. To show that I'm in authority.
Yeah, I agree.
No matter what you say, I don't care what position you're in. I'm the authority figure here.
Yeah. Or I'm running this.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm running this and everything because of their selfish and immaturity. They have ineffective communication. They won't listen to reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, they won't listen to reason.
And I was actually talking to somebody about this. Shout out to BG. She knows she is. Yeah. But we was talking about that because we were saying like it's okay to choose to be a certain type of person. Now, what I don't agree with, I don't like people who carry themselves and do things and they knowing that in order for me to live a certain way or act a certain way, I got to step on other people's toes, I guess. Like my whole thing is if you're doing stuff that rubs people the wrong way or is causing conflict with people, you probably don't need to be doing that. But technically everybody got their right to act how they want to act.
Oh yeah.
You just got to know that if you choose a certain path, it's going to be some consequences.
Yeah.
So be comfortable with whatever.
The consequences
that come with your actions.
Own up to it.
Right. So I tell people like, hey, if you feel like whatever come in my head or whatever pop in my head, I feel like I should speak on, whether I agree with it or not. Yeah, you got that right to be that way. But if somebody bites your head off, or somebody, resist or I guess want to say cause a conflict with you because of what you said, I mean, you got to just say, okay, well, that's going to be part of the game. This is the path I chose. So every now and then when I do speak my mind, somebody may not agree with it and I might get some pushback. So if you're comfortable living like that, cool. But what the immature person would do is say, oh, I got the right to carry myself a certain way and say what I want to say. But then when that person bite their head off who they talking to, oh, you know what I'm saying? Why you talking to me like that? Why you acting like this? Why you disrespecting me? But you ain't considered what you just said to that person though.
Right.
So it's like, yo.
How you came, and you said how you came at
you came at it with a certain type of energy.
Yeah, well, there's energy.
And they push back.
Yeah, and they shouldn't match your energy.
Right.
And a mature person, and a rational person probably say I can't, but sometimes you got to match energy with energy,
right?
Because you're trying to get their attention.
Yeah.
You're trying to get their attention. So those are the things that we see. What we see in an immature person.
Yeah.
And I guess it all boils back down to selfishness.
Selfishness is definitely at the root of being immature.
Yeah.
Or like they kind of go hand in hand, because I think if you're a selfish person, that's because you might be immature, or you may carry yourself in an immature manner because, like you said, you are selfish. Like I said, so it's tomatoes.
Right.
So it's just like,
it's a balancing of the scales.
Right. One causes the other, I guess, in a sense. Because like I said, you can act how you want to act, and you can be selfish if you want to, but just know everybody not gonna play that game with you. Everybody not gonna allow you to have your way.
Right.
And don't look crazy, like I said, if somebody push back on you. That's all I'm saying. My thing is, if you strong enough and you what's the word I'm trying to use? A big word. If you're strong in your conviction to stand your ground and be comfortable with your personality,
right,
then be comfortable with the backlash that may come along.
Oh yeah,
with it.
you know, your choices have consequences.
Yeah.
So good choices have good consequences. Bad choices have bad consequences.
Yeah, because I was talking, like I said, I was talking to somebody earlier, and I was like, yo, for example, I try to choose to be a peacemaker in a sense, right?
Right.
So my whole thing is, when I'm dealing with people, I try to read the room. I try to, adapt to people's personality if I can. Like sometimes you just can't do it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I try to like, okay, you know what? When I'm dealing with this particular person, I know they like for people to talk to them a certain way, or they like people to come at them a certain way. So I try to move at that certain, style when I'm dealing with that person, because I know that's how they are as a person. Versus I'm just gonna be me regardless whoever I deal with.
Right.
So like I said, if I'm dealing with somebody who may have a short temper, I'm like, I gotta watch what I say to them, and I gotta watch how I come at them, because they easily set off. They'll easily, blow their top. Versus, let's say if I'm talking to somebody who's sensitive, I try not to say anything insulting to them. I try not to come at them in an aggressive manner, because I know they're sensitive, and they may be like, oh no, don't talk to me like that. Right? So they fragile mentally.
There's a backlash to it, and everything.
Right.
So yeah.
But then, some people, and like I said, that's me trying to be a kind person and be an understanding person. And some people may say, oh, well, you're a pushover. You see what I'm saying?
See, it's a biblical word.
Yeah.
And it's called meekness.
Mm-hmm.
And so meekness and kindness kind of like go hand in hand.
Right.
And everything. It's not aggressive.
Right.
It cares about others.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. But a lot of times people see that as being weak.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's not weak. Let's just say two men.
Yeah.
And it has become aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
No fists have flown yet.
Right.
But it's getting aggressive. And you can see the energy is getting aggressive.
Yeah.
It's wise, the mature person, to remove themselves from that situation.
Exactly.
To let things calm down.
Yeah, let's avoid conflict.
Avoid the conflict.
Right.
And that's a form of meekness, but some people will see that as being weak.
Exactly.
And it's not that and I think there, especially among us men, there are a lot of men that are probably in the grave, are locked up right now, because when those two aggressions came, somebody couldn't say, I'm bagging up from
Yeah. I'm gonna let this slide. It ain't that serious, yeah.
Because and a lot of times it's not serious at all,
Most times, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's something that's immature.
Yeah.
Of why it even started.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be all the way down to, why you looking at me like that?
Right. Yeah, you got a problem with me?
You got a problem with me?
Every time I look up, you mean mugging me.
Or you looking over here at me, man. What's wrong with you?
Right.
And from that aggression can come up. But the strong person will say, I'm going to use these youth terms, you finna crash out over that, or crash out over something that somebody has said to you that is not true.
Exactly. Well, I done seen that happen too many times.
And
but so, you're right though. You're right.
Because we start to want to make sure that we're still, society got us like, if you're not accepted and doing certain things, then you're gonna be outside of the norm. Yeah. And so we're so worried about what other people think.
Yeah.
And not about how I am and what I'm doing, and everything. So I think that's a great one right there, because I've seen a lot of arguments and fights
over petty stuff.
Sometimes over nothing.
Yeah.
Well, all somebody had to say was, "Hey, look at him, man. I'm gonna remain a man."
Yeah.
But this ain't worth this.
Right.
Away from this.
Like, all right, Pimp, I'm gonna let you have it.
I'm gonna let you. Okay, that's
that's what I do.
All right, Pimp, I'm gonna let you have that, man.
You having a bad day, something going on. I'm gonna let you slide.
This your world, man. I'm gonna bag up. I'm gonna move out of your space.
Yeah.
And let you have that. Yeah. And that's maturity.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but a lot of times, the world standards or the standards say, that's not maturity. That's just weak.
Right.
And and then people are ridiculed because of that.
Yeah, they look at, like you said, signs of weakness. As I like to say, my favorite term, you're a simp.
Right.
Because you're a pushover in their mind. And my whole thing is like this, okay, you may think I'm a pushover, weak or whatever, because, I chose to avoid conflict. You know what I mean? But like I said, I may be sparing you from something tragic because you don't know what I'm capable of.
Exactly.
And I do. And I'm sitting there saying, like, I will knock your head off, but because I don't want to be in that position, I ain't trying to come to that type of resolution.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk off, because I really don't think you realize what you're about to get into. Yeah, so it's like sometimes I tell people, man, you have to protect people from themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they'll crash out.
Yeah.
They'll start, feeling themselves, lose their temper, whatever. And then they like, okay, I'm ready to just, snap. You know what I'm saying? Like today, me and, so-and-so finna have at it. And so-and-so looking like, I'm telling you, man, I will dismantle you. But I don't want to, so I'm going to be the bigger man about it.
I'm going to be the bigger man.
And the immature person, the grown baby, will sit there and talk trash to him, run their mouth to him, try to degrade him. Like I told you, man, he didn't want all that smoke. He the big punk. And I'm like, no, he might have just saved your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or God put it on his heart to spare you.
And like I'd say, and it's been a long time since I had to say this. I said, now, I'm not gonna take the whooping now.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna let you put your hands on me.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna just stand up and take a whooping now.
Okay.
There's gonna be some aggression coming back at you.
Yeah. Like I said, I ain't just gonna let you beat me down.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna take it. You're gonna have to give it to me now.
Yeah, and it ain't about me winning either. It just let me know that anytime you cross this line, you're gonna get this work.
Yeah,
you're gonna get this work.
And so to all the, and young ladies too, for that matter now.
Yeah.
But, school just started back.
Man. Hey man,
So shout out to
the babies, man.
Yeah, all the babies
and the parents, man, getting them babies.
Yeah, man. And it's not only high school and that and elementary school, but college.
Oh
yeah. Some people just left.
They taking. Hey, it's a different world.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah.
But it's a different world, man. It's a different world.
Yeah. So we had to learn how to deal with conflict.
Yeah. Because you're dealing with a bunch of different personalities, different people, walks of life.
Yeah.
People from different environments.
Yeah.
And like, one of the biggest things I had to learn as I've gotten older is that my brother used to tell me all the time, he was like, yo man, you get frustrated when you see people not conducting themselves a certain way.
The way you think that they should.
Right. And he had to be like, yo man, you got to remember, man, everybody don't think like you.
Everybody don't think like you.
And that was
good.
Yeah, and it stuck with me because I'm just like, you know what, he right. Because I see that you doing wrong, or at least I feel like you're doing wrong. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo man, why would you do that? Mm-hmm. Like, you too old to be doing that, or you know better. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't know what kind of environment they were raised in. I don't know what kind of mental state they in. I don't know what kind of day they having. So, he had to let it slide. And then, I got OCD too. So it really irks me a lot when I see people just doing certain things. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like my eye be swelling up, man. I start twitching. Right. And I say, all right, man, you know what?
You got to calm down.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Yeah. People going to do what they do. But then I also be like, you know what? But if we don't start saying something to people, or start trying to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Advise people, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's like people will continue to do certain things because some people really don't know what they really doing.
But you know what I found out? I found out that, and you're right. Some people have not been taught.
Right.
They did not have, and even sometimes it can happen to you.
Yeah.
You don't. We don't know everything.
Yeah.
But what I found out in addressing conflict, is that if a relationship is built first.
Right.
Because if you coming at me, and I don't know I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Because I haven't been trained or taught or whatever.
Right.
But if you just coming at me aggressively,
right,
then the first thing I want to do is be aggressive back. And
that's what a grown baby does. Yeah. A grown baby don't, like you said, take a second to say, you know what, maybe they don't realize what they're doing or what they've done.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell people all the time, if I have an issue with somebody, I talk to them first. I don't just react. I like, hey man, I don't know if you know what you're doing is aggravating me. Maybe you didn't realize it. yo, what can we do to resolve this issue? And then hopefully we can come to some type of resolution. But if we can't,
right,
I just remove myself from to avoid conflict.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this: we had a guest one time, and his vocabulary and how he talked on a regular basis just had a lot of foul language in it.
Right.
And and I'm, so I grew up, that you didn't curse. I was told that if you were cursing, that
you talking about me, man? No.
I was told, but growing up, I was told that if you curse, that means you have a lack of vocabulary. You don't know how to express yourself.
I hear what you're saying.
But sometimes I
don't know. I'm just saying, because if you don't put the words together, boss, that point gets across.
It makes a point.
It does.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that point get across.
But anyway, I was talking about this fella, and so, and we had set up a boundary that,
we're going to curse on this.
We don't curse.
Yeah.
And so he was a great guest. He's been on the episode, but I noticed, after behind the scenes, we just had a conversation.
Right.
Hey man, we don't curse on here.
Right.
You need to stop cursing.
Right.
But we just had a conversation behind the scenes and everything. And he brought it up. He said, my cursing is a problem, man. I said, well, we had set a standard.
Yeah.
And we wanted to stick to our standard. And when knowing him, he said, man, that's how I grew up. He said, my whole household, man, that's just how we talked.
Right.
Then he said, and I think it was because of how the approach was.
Right.
He said, man, I watch it.
Yeah. I mean, because, originally we was like, you and I are not going to curse.
Right.
But, if our guest came on there and they had, that's how they were trying to express themselves, we weren't going to trip. But I hear what you're saying, yeah.
But it is the real spiel. And at the end of the day, we didn't got a list of saying, well, you can't curse, and everything.
No, because we don't want to put nobody, I don't like to put people in a box.
Put them in a box.
Yeah.
And so in everything. But what I'm saying is through that could have been conflictual.
Yeah.
It wasn't, because we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And built a relationship where he had trust in me and I had trust in him.
Right.
So when he explained it, and then at the end of the day, he said, well, I'm going to try to do better. He said, I don't know if I am now.
Right.
I said, that's good.
Yeah.
But now you're aware of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's where the maturity has to come in sometime when we're talking about stepping away.
Right.
Not meeting energy with energy.
Right.
And everything. Because anytime how tornadoes are formed is when cold air and hot air comes together.
Yeah.
To a force.
Right.
So you got these two forces coming together.
And they mad.
Yeah.
They mad.
They violent.
Right.
We seen tornadoes just rip up everything, especially in this area that we live in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything. So, and with no cold air and that warm air coming together, it creates a storm.
Right.
And everything. And same thing with aggression coming against aggression.
Right.
So somebody's got to have that wherewithal to be mature.
That's a big word you just used too, man.
Oh, wherewithal.
Yeah.
Awareness.
Yeah. I got a little dizzy though, but it's okay.
Okay, you had something that you said that you wanted to hit on a little while ago.
Yeah, that was like 45
5 minutes ago.
No, I was just gonna say that when we were talking about with grown babies, and like I said, I know I'm probably gonna get jumped on tomorrow, but I noticed like just anywhere, period, like restaurants, movie theaters, wherever, I see people double parking. I don't know if you ever seen that before.
Oh yeah.
And I just think like that is a sign to me of selfishness and immaturity, because it's like you don't want anybody next to your car, I'm assuming, so you take up 2 parking spaces because you don't want nobody to get close to your car to ding it or bang it. And I get that, but it's like the fact that you feel your car
it's more important
than everybody else's car does. I can take up these 2 spaces, and then I'm like, now somebody else. Now I just thought of something. I don't think I hit start recording on that time. Yeah, but it's all good though. But I just thought about that. See, that's why the technique's supposed to be here. But yeah, but it's all good though, player.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, Jermaine won't get this on the Post Network. Yeah, sorry, cuz we're gonna be an episode short. But so anyway, man. But yeah, like I was saying though, they'll take up 2 parking spaces, and then somebody either got to park further back, walk further than they would have had to probably. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, you alright, player.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying. Because you took up these 2 parking spaces or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, you know, that's the inconsiderate thing that I think. And then, like, these are adults driving these cars more likely. It might be a teenager, but more likely they're adults driving those cars. And I'm just like, for you to have that type of mentality, that just irks me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know, that to me would motivate somebody, you know what I'm saying, to do something to your car. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll be mad when you come out there and your tire slashed or your window broken out. And then, like I said, that's also a form of immaturity too, because you feel like because these people took these 2 parking spaces, I need to do something to their car to send them a message. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like, you know what I'm trying to say, man, grown babies don't think about their consequences.
Right.
You know,
they're just selfish.
Right. And all that could have possibly been avoided.
Right.
If you just parked in the parking space like you supposed to, like normal people supposed to. But now because you selfish, somebody do something to your car, you know what I'm saying, now you got to go through all this with the insurance or whatever, or you see them doing something to the car and then y'all get into a conflict and somebody might get hurt. So it's just like a chain reaction of stuff that could possibly happen just because you didn't want to just say, you know what, let me do the right thing and respect people's space and respect other people who also in this public setting just like I am. So yeah, man, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, I just feel like that's that immaturity, that's that selfishness like we talked about, and that's what grown babies do. They only think about themselves.
Right.
And then some folks, man, these cars don't even be nice. Yeah. Like, I mean, hey, they ain't trying to put nobody down, but it's just like, it ain't like you got some kind of Bentley or something out there, man.
It's a Lamborghini.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got a basic car, and you just like, oh, I just don't want nobody dangling my car up, and I get that. But are you thinking about what you're doing to other people? Because like I said, somebody else could have parked there. And then now they got to walk, you know, saying however far when they could have just been right there. But anyway, man, I'm sorry.
No, man, I just had this incident last week.
Yeah.
And I wasn't involved directly in it, but I was there. I was in a convenience store.
Right.
And it was a line.
Right. It was
a line, and this young man walks in.
Yeah.
You know, not stereotyping anybody.
Right.
But he just looked like he was looking for trouble.
Yeah.
You know, he even had his extended clip pistol hanging out of his pocket.
Oh no, he about that life.
Yeah, he was about that life. So,
yeah.
Or he was pretending that he was about that life.
Right.
So that automatically everybody in there that puts you on guard, you know, because you're like, okay, you got this hanging out your pocket and everything.
Right.
You know, what you gonna do?
Right.
You know, so he angrily said, man, I ain't got time for this.
Right.
You know, and just walks to the front of the line.
Wow.
Walks to the front of the line, and the clerk started telling them, no.
Yeah.
You gotta wait.
Just like everybody else.
And he really started having a temper tantrum.
And probably because he had that gun on his hip, he thought like he gonna intimidate people.
He had some liquid courage or some steel courage on him.
Right.
And everything. But and you know, I'm standing there, I'm like, okay, I'm watching him, watching her.
Right.
You know, and everything, because she was like adamant about it. You know, I'm not finna wait on you. I'm not finna take your money, put your gas in your car. He's like, he got to get, you know, and probably wasn't going nowhere. You know
right. Probably going back home.
Yeah, going back.
Trying to go home and play Madden or something, man.
And it's about
shout out to that Madden too. It's fine.
About 10 people in line.
Yeah.
And this lady.
Yeah.
And you know, and she ain't looked to be an older lady. I'm gonna say she was probably in her 30s or 40s.
Right.
She told the clerk, she said, "Go on and serve him."
Yeah. No,
she said, "Go on."
Shout out to OG.
Yeah, she said, "Go on and serve him." And then she says, and he turned around and looked at her, because she says, "We are the norm. We waiting in line."
Right.
He's the out norm and looking for something to get into.
Right, exactly.
So she said, "Go on and take his money for his gas, so he can go on, and then we'll
get back in order.
We'll get back in order, you know."
Yeah. Basically, let this clown go on to the circus, and then we'll get back to our regular lives. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he turned around. The clerk did it. He turned around, you know, but you could just from his demeanor that and that's why I say he's probably trying to be tough.
Yeah.
That tough guy, was all gone out of
the act of kindness killed it.
The act of kindness,
killed all that.
Killed all of that, when he was coming in trying. And I was just sitting there and everything, and didn't get convicted by it because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let them. Because either I was gonna wait or I was gonna turn around and leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna remove myself from it. But because that lady did an act of kindness, and she said, "Y'all mind?" She was asking us.
Yeah.
Let her go on and search. Baby, go on.
Get this fool up.
She said he the one that's acting
crazy,
Yeah, we all normal.
Right.
So we can get back to normal.
Right.
Because he don't want no explode. And I thought that was great, man. That was a way of somebody that was mature.
That is a conflict resolution that is fine. Right,
that was conflict resolution that is fine. And it was an immature person, but somebody that had to be, because what if all of us had matched that energy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, no, we in line, man.
Right.
Now I'm seeing the aggression in women also, but sometimes we got this false sense of what macho is.
Yeah.
And everything. But like you said earlier, you might be saving yourself.
Right.
By me walking away from it.
Right.
Me showing an act of kindness. So
right.
I think that's a sign, man. Man, it's been a great conversation, man. We've been talking about grown babies.
We got about 10 more minutes.
About 10 more minutes, man.
Shut down 6:20.
Yeah, we got I had some words, and we ain't answered none of your questions, man. But
no, we pretty much went over everything.
Yeah,
Except in the cup. What we doing in the cup?
Yeah, we're gonna do in the cup.
Okay,
but, just some words to end this up about things that we can do to show maturity.
Okay.
Patience.
Right.
We have to learn how to patience.
Right.
Learn how to manage our feelings and emotions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
this is what I say. He who learns how to manage patience,
right,
can manage his life.
Yeah.
I
agree with that, man. Because patience is the key, man.
Yeah.
In just about anything you do in life.
Yeah. You got to be patient. But we live in a society where everything is saying it has to happen right then.
Yeah, and that's all foolery.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to be in moments where you do got to make quick decisions.
But it's a difference in quick decisions and then it has to happen right then.
Right. Exactly.
And everything. So patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is.
And then being a good manager, of everything.
Right.
Manage your emotions, your times, and all that stuff. Having self-awareness.
Mm-hmm. That's my favorite term right there.
Yeah. Having self-awareness, knowing what's around you.
And knowing who around you.
And knowing who's around you and what's around and what they're about.
Yeah.
Some immature people are looking for a fight.
Yeah. Some people just want to just get into something.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna put this stick on my shoulder. Now, who bad enough to come knock it off?
Right, exactly.
I want to start something. And the last one is it's kind of go hand in hand. Having confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
Having some confidence, in yourself. And these are some things. And the last one, I put this one on here, and so we understand that intimacy.
Interesting. What do you mean by that, player?
And really the word intimacy means a closeness.
Right. Don't mean getting your freak on, y'all.
Exactly. But it just means a closeness. We have become in a society where we have devalued the word friend.
Yeah.
We devalued it to it's some in the face of books,
Yeah.
Man, I got some people on there that I really don't even know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
But they know somebody that know you, and
that knows somebody that knows something that you're affiliated with.
Yeah, and then they thinking, well, if they follow me, he must be all right to follow. Yeah.
And a lot of times that's how I gain friends, because I look and say, oh, they friends with Cole and friends with Ron.
Right.
Hey, they got to be be all right.
They can't be that bad.
They can't be that bad.
And then the crazy thing, you like, yeah, man, somebody send me a friend request. They follow you, and you like so. I'm like, I don't know them. I don't know. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Oh, this will happen to you. It happened to me.
Yeah.
You in the store or something, and somebody said, "We Facebook friends."
Oh yeah, that ain't never happened to me yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm not, but I heard people say that. Yeah, but it ain't happened to me yet though.
I was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, you like.
So we devalue friends and intimacy, closeness.
Yeah.
Well, we get to we like to use that term "ride or die."
Yeah,
I don't really like that term, but
No,
I'm going to the moon and back with you.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that we're friends.
Yeah.
I can feel your pain and be empathetic to it.
Exactly.
Or sympathetic, but mostly empathetic. So those are some things that can help us to come out of our immaturity. But the main thing is that when you're grown and immature, you just need to look in the mirror.
Yeah, and just say, the way I carry myself, the way I'm acting, is this working for me, and how is this affecting others?
And how is it?
And don't be so arrogant or selfish or is conceited. Is that a word?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, don't be so conceited to the point where you just like, you know what, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't got to change nothing. Everybody need to adapt to me. You are one of many.
Yes, you are.
And when I say that, I don't mean you special. What I do mean is you're just a speck on a bigger plateau. So don't think that your personality is big enough to run over the masses. Exactly. If the masses decide they want to run over you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So don't get ran over in life.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can simplify it.
Try to walk along with it.
Yeah. Let's all move at the same pace, same direction if possible. And if we're not moving in the same direction, allow those people to go their way, and they'll allow you to go your way. And that's all it is, man. That's all it is.
That's all we do. Man, what a great episode. We've been talking about grown babies.
Yeah.
Immaturity.
Yes, sir.
And how to counteract that, and everything. So hopefully you got somebody. Hit that like button, that share button, and that subscribe button. This is the Real Spill Podcast.
Yeah.
And at the end of our show, we always like to do What's in the Cup.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, What's in the Cup. It's just a rapid of questions that we ask about what's your favorite, vice versa. What would you go with?
Right.
So we're going to do our segment now, What's in the Cup?
Yeah.
What's in the Cup?
Yeah.
And so, as you can see, we shout out to Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy.
Anthony L. Ray.
His government name.
That's a government name. I don't put a government name out there.
But the ladies know him as Mr. Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
Yeah.
I think that was his biggest hit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Baby Got Back.
But my favorite song is definitely my Posse on Broadway.
My Posse on Broadway.
Yeah. And my Hoopty. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah. That you played at the beginning.
That was my Posse on Broadway.
My Posse.
Yeah.
My Hoopty. Baby Got Back. And I was doing some research on him and found out that Baby Got Back, he said, has made over $100 million.
That's why I tell people, man, it don't take number one.
It don't take one.
You don't need number one opportunity, and it can last you for a lifetime.
Man, that's
change your life forever.
Right
change your life forever.
Change your life forever. And the thing about him was he controlled his masters.
Yeah, he was always a smart cat, though.
Yeah, he was always smart, and everything. Yeah. So he didn't fit the norm of it.
Right.
But he was smart and everything. But he says Baby Got Back. And he was more than a one-hit wonder. But he said that one song has made
changed his life.
Changed his whole life.
And not only his life, but his family
life, generation.
Generational wealth.
Generational wealth. That's what we're talking about. But my thing is, since we're talking about, so Sir Mix-a-Lot or African Bambaataa.
Talking about who better?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. Dang. I'm gonna go with African Bambaataa because I feel like he it wouldn't probably be no Sir Mix-a-Lot if it went for African Bambaataa. So
you probably right.
So I'm gonna go with the OG. I'm gonna go with African Bambaataa.
Lance Taylor is real. That's a good.
No, man, you snitching on everybody. You folks looking for him to pay taxes, and now you done gave him a name. Nah, it's like I knew it. Yeah. Okay, but sorry about that, y'all. That's Tally. I ain't snitch on y'all.
I go with African Bambaataa also, man. I think he kind of like what's the can we say call him the Godfather just about?
You know, somebody might debate you on that, but he definitely is one of the founding fathers. Some people say it was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, right. Crush Groove, well, not Crush Groove, but the Cold Crush, excuse me, yeah. So
he was one of the first.
You know, and I know we're getting off subject because we're gonna get fired in a minute. But I just want to give props to LL Cool J, man, because I really don't realize. I realize. I don't think people realize how much of an impact and how much his DNA is in hip hop.
In hip hop,
he was the first person to ever be signed to Def Jam.
Yep, he was.
Like Def Jam was built on LL Cool J back.
LL Cool J.
So, you know, when people used to say, you know, he coined the phrase "GOAT." Nobody was using that phrase before LL Cool J. Okay. So when y'all be talking about Jordan and Tom Brady, LeBron, all that came from LL Cool J. That man coined that phrase because the GOAT album, if I'm not mistaken, was 1990. You can quote me on it. It might have been 92. I think it was the same.
Somewhere around the 91, 92.
93, somewhere around. But anyway, yeah. And he had the GOAT album, 14 tracks on it. I remember that. And he coined that phrase. Because everybody was like, "Why you calling it the GOAT?" And he was like, greatest of all time. And everybody been running with it ever since. But shout out to LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
Because I definitely consider him one of the founding fathers, man, of hip hop. But anyway, let me ask my question before we get fired, man. We gotta go. We past time. If you were a cartoon, what cartoon or what cartoon would you be? Yeah.
Oh man, I always looked at myself as Charlie Brown.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel you on that because he is the ultimate simp.
Yeah.
My boy Charlie they just no respect
Charlie
for my
just
boy.
was immature.
I don't know. I think he was actually mature because he never.
Well, as far as women were concerned, he was kind of immature. Lucy took advantage of him. Man.
But that's what I'm saying. He stayed out the way. He was always helpful. He was always kind. He would uplift people when he saw them down.
Right.
And then it's just like whenever he would try to do something, people would criticize him. But instead of him losing his top,
he just kept going.
He just be like, look, this is what I want to do. So
I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah.
Man.
So I don't know.
Shout out to Charlie Brown.
Shout out to Charlie Brown, man. Okay. Yeah, it's on me again or it's on you, man?
To sports.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is the greatest center.
Yeah.
But if you were starting a team and these were your choices for center, Akeem Olajuwon or Moses
Stop
Malone.
right there. Akeem Olajuwon. Anybody that know me, I think Akeem Olajuwon is the greatest center of all time. And I know y'all saying Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Shaqs of the world. And I respect that. They do have bigger numbers.
Right.
But skill set wise and dominance.
Yeah,
the man was a 7'1" shooting guard, and he
point guard if he could, if he wanted to be.
And I'm just saying, man, dude was a beast, man.
He was a beast, man.
This is who Kobe Bryant used to go train with.
Yeah.
This is who, not Jordan, who trained with Lee. I think Scottie Pippen used to go train with him. A lot of basically your favorite players would go get Akeem Olajuwon and say, man, teach me how your footwork, you know what I'm saying, your shot. You know what I'm saying? How you see the vision on the court. And he was a monster on defense at that.
He was. And in the locker room, from what I hear.
Yeah, anybody calls the king.
They say he'll slap you in a minute, man. He'll slap the taste out of your mouth.
Slap you on top of the head because you're so tall, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't believe me? Ask Shaq about Akeem in the 1994 finals, I think, 95, when Orlando went against Houston, when Houston won their first championship.
Yeah.
Ask Shaq about Akeem Olajuwon, how Akeem did. They swept Orlando now, and Shaq was on that team.
He sure was.
Enough said.
Enough said right there.
Had my boy Shaq looking like a ballerina that just twist and turn. He didn't know which way to go.
You can ask a whole lot of people about Akeem. David Robinson.
Patrick Ewing. They'll tell you about Akeem Olajuwon. But my bad.
I always was a Moses Malone fan. But
Moses was the man. What my boy said, we going to beat him in four.
He was trying to say 4-4-4, but he said 4-5-4.
4-5-4.
And that's what they did.
Yeah, they did it too.
They won the 4-5-4.
Oh yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah. Let me add them. So, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
If I had 3 wishes?
Yeah. What would your 3 wishes be, man? Don't get too deep now.
To have the wisdom that I have now when I was young.
Okay.
And from that, to make better decisions with money.
Okay.
With relationships. You know, so yeah, just to have have the wisdom of now in my youth.
Yeah, yeah.
So that encompasses all three of them wishes, I guess you can say.
I'm shocked. That's one of your okay, but hey, man, it's your wishes though. Yeah. I'm gonna wish for unlimited supply of money.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wish for probably to stay the age of 25 for the rest of my life. And number
Okay.
If I could stop at 25, that would be my age. And then let me see, number 3. Probably wish for peace, man. That everybody got along, man. All this senseless killing and stuff like that, man. That it'd be peace amongst the world.
Right.
So money, unlimited supply of money.
Unlimited supply.
Stay at the age of 25.
Youthfulness.
Yeah, youthfulness and peace. Yeah, that my 3 right there, player.
Yeah. And see, I
was gonna say the powers of Superman, but that might get complicated.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, you gotta watch what you touch stuff, and I'll be like, damn, total car again, trying to rip the door off the car.
Ripping the door.
So trying to get somebody a high five, tell their hand. Yeah, that's too much pressure. That's too much pressure, man.
But I think wisdom would bring all of those things.
Yeah, but you got to work for it. I just got the money handed to me, and now I could be like, okay, Taylor, you got the money now. But do what you need to do with it.
But what if you had the money and didn't have wisdom how to use it?
I hear what you're saying, but it's an unlimited supply of money.
Okay.
That means I'm never gonna run out.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I just wake up in the morning and be like, damn, I just blew $10 million.
Yeah.
Let me get another 10.
Let me get another 10.
Yeah, let me get another 10. All right, man. Well, yeah, man, we getting ourselves because we can get fired.
In the sense of sports cars.
Yeah.
Foreign or domestic?
No, I'm all American muscle, so domestic.
I gotta be a domestic.
I'm all American muscle, man.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a Vet, Mustang, a Charger, Camaro. Yeah, I like yeah. Even though I know them Lamborghinis and the Ferraris probably run circles around them at the end of the day. Yeah. But I've always liked American muscle, man. I always liked American muscle, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your last one?
Oh, damn, I got 2 more actually.
Okay,
yeah. No, I got 3 more because I only done 2 players. If you had to lose one of your senses, which one would you be willing to lose?
Ooh. If I had to lose one.
Yeah, you got to lose one of your senses. Which one you going to lose?
And the only reason I say this is because I think that you can adapt from losing it. And I'm going to say sight.
Jesus Christ, you would want to lose your sight?
You said if I had to lose one.
That's the one you're going to pick not to see again?
Because from that one, everybody that I know that can't see, they adapt. Their other senses kick in.
Man, I'm going with taste, bro.
Oh man, that's not tasting.
But I guess I'm looking at it because I've been here long enough.
Yeah.
I pretty much have a general idea of what food tastes like. So I think I can mentally overcome that.
But taste does so much for you.
Yeah, but I'm still eating. I can survive.
Yeah.
If I can't see, man, oh my God, bro! Like the challenges that would come along with it. I can't hear. Oh, I would hate to just be walking around and people like,
if I can
look out!
I wouldn't want to lose my hearing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would go with taste.
It guides so many other things. But I understand what you're saying.
I
would. Because some things are just.
I'm like, I'm eating chicken. I know what chicken tastes like. I can't taste it right now, but I can imagine because I know what it tastes like.
Man, I'm thinking of some stuff that you just love to eat.
So you want to be a blind ninja running around, man.
I just think that you can adapt back to much easier. If I don't want to lose nothing, but if I had to lose something, if I lost my sight, I think I could adapt back much easier.
Well, hey, that's a tough path, but all right, man. God bless you. All right, let me ask this: if you can be an animal, what would you be?
I want to say a lion.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
But I think I'd rather be an eagle.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna be a gorilla. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a gorilla, bro. Yeah. Well, strong. I got my agility. I can climb.
Yeah. Well, one thing you could lose your sense of taste because all you eat is leaves.
Yeah, and then bananas and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you don't eat no meat.
And I just like gorilla. I like gorillas' demeanor, dog. You know, it's like they ain't gonna buy unless you buy them. But if you get that smoke from them, it's bad. Yeah, they gonna bring it.
He gonna bring it.
Yeah. All right, here we go, man. One last one. If you were a rapper.
So have you ever? I know we're going over. So have you always been the one that wanted to be a protector?
Yeah. Okay. That's why I say Superman is my favorite character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I embody everything Superman is.
I got you.
That's why I mean, you're supposed to idolize yourself after Jesus. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, as far as a fictional person, yeah. Okay. Everything Superman about. That's what I was with. Yeah.
Clark Kent or Superman?
They're the same person, man.
Okay, I got you.
yeah. But I do like how Clark Kent carries himself. See, now we getting all set. What made Superman such a unique character, dog?
What's that?
Because his secret identity, he wanted to be normal. When you look at Batman, he wanted to be seen as something to be feared. Superman wanted to blend in. He was more infatuated with humans and being a human, walking amongst people and having a normal life. He appreciated his powers, but he didn't really want to have those powers. He really wanted to be normal. So that's why he chose to be Clark Kent versus just saying, okay, I'm going to be Superman all the time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But, all right, hit the last question.
And your last question, man.
Yeah, we in trouble. If you were a rapper, what would your name be?
Taliban.
All right. That'll do it, man. That'll do it, man.
OG Taliban.
Yeah, that'll do it, man. Yeah. That'll do it, man. Okay.
All right. What about you? If you was a rapper, what would your name be?
I'm going to go with Sweet and Low. Because them bars would be so sweet and they'll hit you low. Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to go with Sweet and Low right now.
Man, that's in the cups.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a great episode, man, of Grown Babies.
Yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man.
Hope you enjoyed it, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Tell your friends about us. We'll come on every Sunday live at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
But you can also see us on the Post Network.
Not this episode. Sorry about that, Jermaine. But shout out to the Post Network, though.
Yeah, shout out to Jermaine Mobley.
Yes, sir.
And the Post Network. Young man who started a streaming service of shows right here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
So check it out on Roku TV. The Post Network, you will find the real spiel and the real spiel after dark.
Yeah, which comes on at 7 o'clock. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Yeah, the real spiel after dark. Coming.
Congratulate or hate.
Congratulations or hate.
Well, I tried to make it rhyme. Congratulate or hate.
Okay.
Episode 34. Congratulate or hate.
Episode 34.
Yeah.
Real spiel after dark.
Yes, sir.
Ayo Toy.
That's right.
Yeah. Cold Steel.
Yes, sir. We'll be there.
But I'm gonna tell you, you've been watching the Real Spiel podcast.
Yep. Oh yeah, is it? No, I gotta do it myself. I gotta get up and do it myself.
We don't have
no technician.
Our technician has
Man, I forgot to get started.
Oh man. So we was on.
We on Facebook
and Instagram, YouTube, but we ain't on. You can't send it to him. Ooh.
No. It's all good. I'm gonna turn this off.